What happens when a young woman, once told she was too big to be a model, walks onto one of the most celebrated runways in the world? That is not just fashion, it is history in the making. Our community is growing every day, and your subscription is what makes it stronger. This is the story of Jocelyn Corona, a Mexican-born model who transformed self-doubt into self-confidence and turned exclusion into empowerment. Her journey is more than poses and photo shoots. It is about challenging outdated beauty standards and proving that fashion belongs to everyone. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt that you did not fit the image of beauty that the media pushes? Jocelyn's story might change the way you see yourself. Jocelyn Corona was born on the 22nd of December, 1997, in the city of Guadalajara, Mexico. From childhood, she had a love for expression and creativity, yet modeling was not a dream she considered possible. The fashion world at that time celebrated one kind of body, slender, almost identical, and Jocelyn believed she could never belong in such a space. But life has a way of opening doors when you least expect it. In her late teens, Jocelyn began exploring modeling. What started as a curious attempt quickly became a bold step into an industry that rarely welcomed girls who looked like her. Instead of being overlooked, Jocelyn's striking presence was impossible to ignore. Within a short time, she was walking in shows that many aspiring models only dream about. Jocelyn's career breakthrough came in dramatic fashion. In less than a year after starting, she walked the runway for Chromat during Fashion Week. That single appearance sent a message across the industry. Curvy women belonged in high fashion too. Her momentum only grew stronger. She starred in Simply Be's inclusive campaign, "Every Body is a Beach Body," which boldly declared that beauty has no size limit. Soon after, she walked for Christian Siriano, Rebecca Minkoff, and the Blondes, designers who embraced her confidence and elegance. Jocelyn's face also appeared in global campaigns and editorials. She graced the cover of Elle Mexico, brought power to the pages of Marie Claire Mexico, and appeared in major collaborations with MAC Cosmetics, Prada, Pandora, and Fenty Beauty. By the middle of the 2020s, Jocelyn had become one of the most booked curvy models at New York Fashion Week. Each show she walked was more than fashion, it was a quiet revolution. But Jocelyn's influence stretches far beyond the runway. On Instagram, where more than 370,000 people follow her, she shares not only glamorous photos, but also raw honesty about self-love and confidence. She does not try to appear perfect. Instead, she encourages her followers to embrace their uniqueness. When Jocelyn appeared on the cover of Elle Mexico, she spoke openly about how meaningful it was to finally feel there was space for women like her. She admitted that her journey to body confidence was not easy, but her mother had taught her to value authenticity over perfection. That message touched countless fans who saw themselves reflected in her words. Through every post, every campaign, every runway strut, Jocelyn reminds the world that fashion is not about erasing differences, but celebrating them. For those who admire details, here is a quick profile. Jocelyn stands around 5 feet and 10 inches tall, with dark brown hair and expressive dark eyes. Her measurements, about 43.5 inches at the bust, 34 inches at the waist, and 49 inches at the hips, represent the natural curves that many women share but rarely see celebrated in fashion. She is represented by agencies in major cities worldwide, including Muse NYC, Women 360 in Paris, the Milk Collective in London, and Mad Models in Barcelona. These agencies prove that her influence is not local, it is global. Jocelyn Corona is more than a model. She is a movement. In an industry that long demanded conformity, she stands as living proof that authenticity is more powerful than perfection. Her career is not only about clothing and campaigns, it is about shifting the way we all define beauty. Every time Jocelyn steps on a runway, she makes space for others who were once told they did not belong. And in doing so, she changes the story of fashion itself. If Jocelyn's journey inspired you, imagine discovering even more powerful stories of models who are breaking barriers and redefining beauty. Subscribe to Sweet Models World today and join a growing community that celebrates every shape, every story, and every style. Together, let us change the way the world sees fashion one biography at a time.